It has now been 23 years since the movie Fight Club was released in 1999. And now guys, ever since this movie was released, pretty much anybody, you ask them, what is your ideal physique? What do you want to look like? What do you want to strive for? You want a huge body transformation. What body do you want? 9 times out of 10, most guys will either say Brad Pitt in the movie Fight Club, or obviously more muscle, more fat, Brad Pitt and Troy. So today's video is all about how to achieve Brad Pitt's Fight Club body. Now guys, this body is actually very similar to the male model physique, which I rock a good chunk of the year as a male model, and I've actually helped hundreds of my personal one-on-one clients achieve physiques just like this of Brad Pitt in Fight Club. So I will break down everything in this video, exactly how to get this physique effortlessly. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. What's up guys, my name is Austin Wayne. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. First of all guys, if you're new to the channel and you know what to do, please smash that subscribe button and build me an awesome community on this channel. Also guys, please follow me on my Instagram at AustinWayneOfficial. I post some really sick content on that platform as well. Let's go. Now guys, these protocols are for pretty much anybody, whether you are skinny, whether you're average, whether you're obese. If anybody does this for a long enough time, they will achieve the Brad Pitt Fight Club physique effortlessly. But you have to follow all the protocols and you have to be pretty consistent with it, because with anything, man, I mean, you can have the best workout plan in the world, but if you only do it once a month, you're not going to get results, as opposed to a mediocre workout plan that you do consistently, you will actually see results. So if you do this workout plan consistently, if you do this diet plan consistently, you will achieve a physique very similar to this. Now, Brad Pitt is 5'11". In the movie Fight Club, he was 155 pounds. At about 6 to 8% body fat, he has a full six-pack, and from what I can tell, probably lower abdominal veins. He is very, very shredded. Now, obviously, guys, he has a more wiry, male model aesthetic physique. He has a lot of muscle in the shoulders, in the arms, in the chest, and the core. Meanwhile, the legs in the back are lacking. Now, this is actually similar to a male model physique. They don't want a lot of size in the back and the legs. And ironically, it's just like the scene right before his shirtless scene, where he's mocking the Calvin Klein model, just for him to be shirtless in the very next scene, for everybody to idolize this physique. We will be starting off with the nutrition. Now, like I've always said, a lot of people think it's clean eating, it's the foods that you eat. Please stop this nonsense. It's all about the macronutrients at the end of the day, meaning the calories, the proteins, the fats, and the carbs. This is the only thing that matters. Find the most effortless way to stick to your macros and you will achieve your fitness goals. So for the Brad Pitt cut, or even if you're skinny, if you were to eat these calories, meanwhile doing the exercises, you will still build muscle and eventually get to the Brad Pitt body. As we will be beginning 500 to 1,000 calories under your maintenance. Now, a good estimate of your maintenance is going to be take your current body weight, let's say you're 200 pounds, multiply this by 15, so that would be 3,000. Now, this is going to be for the average person. Let's say you're 6'6", like I'm 6'5", man. We have longer arms, longer legs, so the same maintenance does not work because there's so much blood circulating all throughout our body. So find one that actually works for you. But for the general population, times 15 will be sufficient. So this would mean that you want to have about 2,000 to 2,500 calories 6 days per week. For protein, we'll be doing 0.82 times your body weight in pounds. This is going to be the golden amount of protein. But obviously, the primary purpose of us hitting sufficient protein is going to be so that we can build muscle and strength in this deficit, so our body is not using any stored muscle mass as a fuel source, and we can get even bulkier as we're cutting down. Now, up next, we have fats. You want about 25 to 30% of your calories coming from fats. Now, obviously, you want very healthy fats, like avocado, dark chocolate, eggs, red meat. Things that are going to be very good for testosterone and HGH production, because this will help us shred body fat as effortlessly as possible. Now, the remaining amounts of your calories will be carbohydrates, and the most important thing, man, you want a consistent amount. You want over 50 grams so the body is not in a ketosis state, fluctuating in and out. Now, obviously, guys, carbohydrates, it's just another fuel source within the body. So the most important thing is to keep it steady, have a good balance with every meal, so it keeps your blood sugar very steady. I think carbohydrates are very vital, and I'm against keto. So if you're trying to get the Brad Pitt Fight Club physique, you want to go keto, I'm against it. I don't advocate. Do that 6 days a week, and then 1 day a week, you must have a refeed day. This means that we go slightly over maintenance of about 200 to 300 over. But here's the deal, man. On days like this, we want to avoid proteins and fats and only consume carbs. This will spike a hormone in the body known as leptin, which will refuel the body so that you can get back to shredding body fat effortlessly so that we never hit any fat loss plateaus whatsoever. Now, leptin is in charge of the fat loss and hunger hormone. So obviously, once that gets depleted, you will not be losing any fat. You'll be hungry all of the time. Now, some diet tips to achieve this body. One thing that we can do is intermittent fasting. Now, whenever we are intermittent fasting, it's going to help make sure that we feel full in this eating window, number one. And number two, you're going to get a huge boost in HGH, making fat loss even easier and muscle building even more effortless. So intermittent fasting is a go-to. I love it. It's so good for the body, man. It's good to have periods where you're not constantly consuming food because the body is not made for that, man. The body is made to actually use the stored fat as a fuel source. You know, obviously, guys, get tons of water. So about a gallon plus per day. Personally, I have closer to 2 gallons a day, but I live in a very hot, humid place, so I'm always sweating. And then in addition to this, guys, we want tons and tons of sleep, preferably about 7 to 9 hours. If you're sleep deficient, then the body's hormones specifically will not be functioning properly to where it'll make fat loss kind of difficult. Now, we're on to the workouts, okay? So, first of all, I think most people work out very, very terribly. This is why you look around at the gym and hardly anybody ever has a physique. Now, obviously, most people have way too much body fat, so the diet portion is going to be the most important aspect. You know, like getting to that 6% body fat, and as long as you keep up that diet, you will be at the 6% body fat in no time. But here's the deal, man, the workouts, okay? So we're not doing any bro splits. Please, if you're doing a chest day, a shoulder day, an arm day, please, man, watch this video. Please never do a bro split again. As a natural, it is the most stupid way you can actually live. Now, in addition to this, I'm against calisthenics. I think it's very stupid and pointless. And let's throw CrossFit in there as well. CrossFit is highly ineffective. It's good for the heart rate, man. It's good for cardiovascular health. But in terms of building muscle, it's very ineffective. The workouts. We got 2 workouts. One is going to be a push workout. And that's going to be number 1. And then number 2 is going to be a back and legs workout all in one, okay? So the push workout, or AKA the anterior chain minus the quad, we will have 2 staple exercises. Number 1 is going to be the flat barbell bench press. We'll be focusing on getting very, very strong with this, in addition to the standing military press. So these 2 workouts, man, the key is strength, okay? So we're pushing for PRs, and we'll be doing reverse pyramid training, meaning that you start with the heaviest weight, you rest about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you do another set after dropping the weight, with more reps this time. So for example, guys, the first set will typically be a warm-up set of about 50 to 70% of the working set. And then you can do as many warm-up sets as you feel comfortable for your own body. Personally, I just do 1. Now, and then you move on to the first set, first working set, where you do 5 reps. And you should really be pushing yourself. I do not mean like hanging out with your friends, texting in between sets, stuff like this. I mean that whenever you're in the gym, you're literally putting every ounce of energy that you have into this workout. Like, go to my workout playlist, man, like all the Vegeta playlists, all this stuff. Like, you need to be listening to music, man, getting into the zone and pushing your body to its absolute limits to hit these PRs in order to build the necessary muscle. So focus on these 2 workouts: bench press, standing overhead press, reverse pyramid. So 5, 6, 8 until failure, okay? Now, after this, we are going to do pump exercises. So a good way to structure this, guys, we can do bench press, very heavy, okay? Standing shoulder press, very heavy. And then moving on, let's do another chest exercise. You could do a superset, for example. You could do upper chest flies with some decline push-ups, hit the upper chest. Now you want to do about 12 to 15 to failure, rest 60 to 90 seconds in between. Now moving on, we will be going back to shoulders. So for example, you can do cable lateral raises, superset with front plate raises where you just raise up. Now, same thing, guys. We want to do about 12 to 15, rest about 60 to 90 seconds. And then after this, we can pump up the triceps. Typically one of my favorites is just to take the bar on the cable machine and do some cable push downs, superset with some rope push down. Same thing once again, 12 to 15, rest about 60 to 90 seconds. And now we are on to the back and legs workout. So obviously the back and the legs are pretty small. Like, you do not want to overdo them. They grow so easily. So once again, we'll be doing a similar protocol. Okay, so back, the key focus is going to be weighted chin-ups. We want to get very, very strong with these, men, as strong as possible. And then number 2 is just going to be a barbell back squat, or any squat variation that you desire. Personally, the barbell back squat is going to be my favorite, with the little weight belt just to prevent any injuries. So guys, obviously it's gonna be the exact same layout. So back, we start with weighted chin-ups, number 1. Number 2, we're going to do squats, 5, 6, 8, reverse pyramid, and you want to rest about 2 to 3 minutes in between each one. These 2 exercises, this is what we want to focus on, progressing more than anything else. You want to get very strong, very advanced with these lifts. Now, after this, then we pump up the back of the legs, okay? So this is whenever we do lat pull down superset with cable rows, something like this, about 12 to 15, rest 60 to 90 seconds. And then you can do some really fun leg exercises, such as some dumbbell lunges, which are freaking killer. And then you can always do some leg extension superset with some hamstring curls. And then after this, then you can pump up the biceps, do whatever bicep superset you would like. Personally, my favorite is going to be taking the arm blaster. If you've never used an arm blaster, I highly suggest go check out the arm blaster. So take the arm blaster, do some barbell curls, and then you can superset with some hammered dumbbell curls, whatever you desire. But obviously, guys, the focus with all these workouts is going to be getting strong with those 4 key lifts. Okay, so the bench press, standing military, weighted chin-ups, and then the squat. That's going to be the most important thing, and then you pump it up with other exercises to get the sarcoplasmic muscle hypertrophy going. So the strength, that's actually going to be known as myofibral muscle hypertrophy, which is the actual muscle fibers themselves. It's the actual density, and getting strong with progressive overload is the only actual way to build that muscle. Now, obviously, guys, we will be alternating these workouts. So for example, you could do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you go anterior on Monday, posterior on Wednesday, and then anterior on Friday, and then the next week you switch it. Or you can go anterior post Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, anterior post once again. It's up to you, man. You can work out the protocols however you want, but obviously you need about 48 to 72 hours in between each exercise for full muscle recovery, because recovery is more important than anything else. So guys, that is pretty much it. Obviously, it's a very simple protocol. If you just focus on those workouts, if you just focus on the deficit, hitting the protein, hitting the macros, getting enough sleep, intermittent fasting, just doing the basics, you will have the Brad Pitt Fight Club physique in no time. The thing is, like I've always said, people, I would say they are not consistent. They're not consistent with their diet. They do not properly track everything. And then when it comes to workouts, man, there's no intensity. They're in the gym. They are pretty much just like acting like it's a weekend retreat. It's a little weekend getaway, you know, like you're supposed to be enjoying it. No. If you are only especially working out 3 days a week, 4 days a week, you need to be putting every ounce of energy you have into that workout. You're there for 60 to 90 minutes. You need to be killing yourself, man. You need to be hitting PRs like a MFer, okay? So please, no soft workouts. Go hard, go intense. Be intense about your diet. Be intense about those cheat days and refeed days, and freaking crush it, man. Now, obviously, guys, I am a certified personal trainer. I have an online business known as KALOSIQUE Fitness, and this is my personal physique as of now. And also, guys, I've helped hundreds of my personal one-on-one clients achieve physiques just like Brad Pitt in the movie Fight Club. So if you want to be next, man, hit the link in the description box for your free one-on-one consultation with me, Austin Wayne. Now, guys, once again, if you're new to my channel, please just smash the subscribe button. I'm building an awesome community on this channel. Also, guys, just hit that like button. Push this video out into the YouTube algorithm. That's it. I'm gone. I love you guys.